Welcome to Imperfect Voices Podcast. Unfiltered commentary, hot takes, and professionals at being loud and right. Always. If you don't know, now you know. You tuned in with the Imperfect Voices Podcast.
Let's go.
Back for another episode, Imperfect Spotlight.
Perfect Spotlight. Today we got
guest with us
special
today.
guest, native Wacoan, owner of Fade Masters Barbershop, content creator, father, and true artist, Carlos Canales. What's up, Carlos?
What's up, you guys? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys having me on here. You know, I'm still getting used to looking both ways when I talk.
Yeah,
but
it takes some getting used to it. But I mean, you know, we're the mic pros, so we'll help you out, right?
Well, I feel good. It's cozy. Everything's good. Setting is good. I like it.
Gotta love it.
Everything copacetic.
Everything
copacetic.
Copacetic.
Aesthetically pleasing. We're
Coming.
coming.
Thank you for defining that.
Yeah, we're coming through.
I think I know what it means.
That silky smooth audio brought to you by Rogue Media Studios. Let's go.
Boy Jay Jordan here in the building today.
I should have took a nap. I should have took a nap before I came, so my voice could be like.
I took the best Sunday nap yesterday.
For real?
And today too, honestly. But
Can't beat a Sunday nap. Those are the best.
Top tier.
Do y'all regret them afterwards, or is that just me?
No.
Like I wake up, my head hurts sometimes. Like I slept too much.
I've never regretted
I've done
that,
but I'll go straight
Maybe
to
I'm
the
just out of
though.
shape. Maybe it's just the way I sleep on the couch.
You got kids too, like so. I mean,
man.
you know, naps are different when you got kids.
They be messing with me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, coming in, you know, Carlos, I use the word artist, right? So a true artist. I use that word on purpose because I do believe what you do is truly art. It really is. It's not easy turning them busted heads into head turners.
Subjective.
Yeah. So tell us how you got started in what you do.
First of all, I don't know how to draw, so I know you're using artists. People might already think I know how to draw, but
Nah.
But I started cutting hair when I was about I want to say like 12 or 13. I just kind of started messing with my own little edge up and stuff, and then I started cutting my stepdad's hair. Then I started cutting my cousins. Then I was like, man, you know what? I'm going out of my way to cut some hair. Like, I need to start charging $5 because, they starting to get over.
Man, I miss those days.
$5 Wednesdays? Oh, bro, I used to fall in $5 Wednesdays every week with my barber.
Man, there's people that still want $5 haircuts, bro.
Nah.
But anyway, yeah. So I was about 13, 14. Then I just started, charging people. And I never, how can I say, like, I didn't see what it could become now. Back then. To me, it was just like, man, I was making good money at home, like in high school.
Yeah.
Just cutting hair and just like still thinking like, man, what am I gonna go to college for? Like, what do I want to go to college for? And I would like stay up, like, man, what do I want to be when I grow up? Like, and the whole time I'm just cutting hair, making money. And it didn't even cross my mind. And then one day I just realized, like, man, I'm already doing it. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm over here trying to figure it out when I'm already doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like effortlessly.
Tools.
Yeah. So that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go to barber school. And probably should have went a little sooner. I waited a little too long. But I'm glad I did, man. And after that, everything is history. I got my license, started working at Look at Me Now. Shout out to Look at Me Now.
Shout out to Look at Me Now. Shout out to my boy ABZ over there. He's always sponsoring the podcast.
Then from Look at Me Now, I was there until 2017. Went to Off the Top. Shout out to Off the Top, locking them boys over there. And 2021, I moved into my own little suite. And 2022, I opened my barbershop.
Nice.
And that's where we are today.
There we go. Congrats. Business owner. Loving that. And then you mentioned, kind of being pulled in other directions, maybe thinking about going to college. What other things did you ever consider doing?
Honestly, man, I was looking into like computer programming. Like I was really into computers. I think one day I wanted to burn a CD. Back in the day, you used to burn CDs. And I realized I couldn't do it on my computer. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, I ain't got nowhere to put a CD in. So there used to be this computer store on Franklin called Goodway Computers. No, not Goodway. Goodwill Computer Store. Okay. And it's like computer parts. And I found a disk drive. Yeah. And I installed it on my computer. And I was like, that was easy. And then that's when I realized the difference between hardware and software. Yeah. Like on a computer, you got the hardware, the keyboard, and then you got the software. And, like, that was, like, real interesting to me. So after that, like, I just started messing around with computers, and it just, like, it was something that I was naturally curious towards. Yeah. And, when you're, like, really naturally curious or something, you're probably going to excel at it because it doesn't get boring.
Right, absolutely.
So that was my mindset. I was like, man, I'm going to go do something for computers. But back then I was thinking about doing like computer networking, and that's a little different. That's like way harder than installing a hard drive on a computer. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm glad I didn't go that route. But that's what I was thinking about.
I could never really do computers. I don't know about you, Jay, but computers were.
I was about to say, once
always
you
over my
install
head.
that, I know you felt like the smartest dude on the block, right?
Right.
I did. What I've always
Grandma
been
was
like,
knocking on the door. Hey, Carlos, I need you to do this for me.
Exactly.
Well, I've always been one to try to like figure things out. Like if I don't know something, like I'm always gonna try to figure it out and try to do it myself.
Yeah.
Like I done fix stuff on my truck that I had no business
Yeah.
being in there fixing. But I guess that's just kind of like, it kind of bothers me when I don't understand something. Like I try to look into it.
Yeah.
So there might be a lot of things that I might feel like I'm more interested in than I really am, just because in that moment I learned something and I'm like, oh man, should I be a mechanic? Like I just changed something on my truck. But I know that's not the case. That's just like I'm just naturally inclined to try to figure things out.
That's good. And those skills that you learned, like I mean, at least while doing computers and such, are you using any of that now, or like what is? Is that kind of just like you
retired that trade?
Yeah, I had to retire, man. I was gonna be too great at it. No, I didn't. I never really did anything with it. I mean, I just like basic stuff, man. Like I understand computers. Like I try to explain them to some people. You'd be surprised some people don't understand like how
Simple
computers
stuff.
work. And I try to tell them like it's just like a filing system. Just imagine everything is folders and it just keeps everything like.
Dang, we having that conversation 30 years too late. Be like, hey, you need to figure this out.
Yeah, man, it blows my mind. Some people just don't care either.
Yeah,
I don't know. You figure it out.
But absolutely, but you still have that natural curiosity to just learn new things at any point, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. What are some new things that you're learning today?
Right now, I'm really getting into, and I think this is just because I'm married and I got kids and I have a house, but I'm trying to figure out my yard. Like I'm trying to get it,
Snap.
green,
Oh,
man.
man.
And then my
Cutting
neighbor.
heads or cutting lawns.
Yeah, it's like lawn fades. Like that's how I look at it. I told my wife, like I gave the front yard a number 3 all around because I didn't want it too low.
Oh, he gave it a 3.
Yeah, and then the
They get that 3
backyard,
all over.
yeah, in the backyard nobody sees it, so I give that a number 1. Like it's
Yeah, give it a 1, taper it off a little bit.
make it last a little longer.
Ain't tripping.
But my neighbor across the street, man, he's retired and he's a real good dude, man. But his yard is like
Out of there.
pristine.
Oh,
like,
it's good?
pristine. But he has nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But to take care of his grass. So like that's my muse right there. When I look at his yard, I'm like, man, I need to get like that. So now I'm trying to figure it out.
I think that's an old man go for everybody.
Yeah,
Fire
absolutely.
going.
I want to get my yard right, man.
Yeah.
Like I want cars to pass by and just be like, oh, well, okay, I guess you cut your grass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, don't be the busted
Nah.
lawn on the road, cause
Especially old. Like, what else you got to do?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Keep
I'm
your
saying.
lawn clean.
That's what I told
Yeah.
my wife. I was like, cause she always tells me like, well, look at Mr. Wig. I mean, Mr. Wig ain't got nothing to do
yeah.
but to take care of his grass.
Yeah.
And so like I gotta go to work. Like I'm doing this on the side.
I ain't got time to make the PGA
Yeah.
jealous over
But
here.
I'm still trying to figure it out, man. I'm still trying to get it right. There's no excuse. But yeah, that's what I got going on right now, man. Just trying to.
I was about to say, is it like, so how long you been cutting? How many years altogether?
Altogether, I'm 30.
lawns or heads?
Lawns about a year. Nah, but cutting hair probably. I started when I was if I want to be like for real, when I was charging, I was probably about 14 or 15.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
And you're
30 now.
30 now. Okay.
So about 15 years.
Okay. I was about to say, is there anything new that comes through the shop that you haven't seen before? Like, is there anything that piques that curiosity now? Or that makes you want to just go after it, get it? Because I feel like you have the same clientele falling in through there every week, right?
Yeah. I how can I say it? Like I'm prepared for anything that walks through the door.
Right.
Like that's number one. Like I done cut almost any type of hairstyle like I done did.
Yeah.
But now I'm just more I'm at the point to where I notice different trends and I notice like which what's that called? The like different age groups.
Yeah.
Like I notice what type of
Different
haircuts they
generations
get.
and stuff like that.
And so I try to kind of help people. Like young people come in and I try to help them like, hey man, like I know you want this and that's cool. I can give you that, but like I notice people around your age been getting this right here.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Like so I'm trying to put people on to newer trends
Yeah.
that they might not, they might be scared to ask for, or they don't know if it'll look good on them.
Oh.
So I'm starting to peep all that. Like
Do you try to revert them to old ones too? Because like my uncle was having a conversation with his son, and he was talking about trying to get waves. And this was like during like the Odell phase, where everyone had the blonde,
the blonde curly thing they were going for.
Thing. And he was like, "So I'm trying to put my son onto these waves. He don't want to get them.
Yeah.
Like he does not want to hear him out. He want to do the Odell
nah.
thing. So like, have you ever also tried to do that too?
No, because you're
Hit him on
fighting
something
against
different.
that. Like, that's the opposite of like what I just said. Like he just like if he's young, that's what's popping right now. He don't want no waves. That's an old man haircut.
Yeah, for real.
and you know, like right now, like this to me, like I got a little young barber across. Well, he's next to me now, and shout out to Chino. He's a real good dude. He's young. He's 21. But he was telling me like he gets a little taper and his hair is like long and just like kind of like wavy, like it's textured. And to him, this is an old school haircut, like a mid fade, like anything bald on the side like that, like that's a no. Like, that's an old man haircut, like bald. So to them, like when I was growing up, the old school haircut was a bald fade. Like all the older people got bald fades, just a bald fade. And the younger generation was getting mid fades and low fades. But now, like these new young dudes, they're like taper fades and burst fades. Like that's their thing right now. So like I never try to go against it because I'm gonna lose a client.
You gotta rock
like,
with
man,
it.
every time I go him, he try to give me a ball fade.
Like
I don't like, hey bro, you probably a lot of times they probably know what's popping more than me too. So I'm like, hey, if that's what you want.
Exactly, because it's a little more risky too. You know, you try to put them on something they don't really like, and then you got that. I heard you mention the Edgar. Is that something? Are you doing?
I was about to say the Edgars are one of the hottest ones out right now.
Right? The Edgar's hard, man.
Are you doing that one?
Y'all need to give more props. Yeah, I've done a couple of Edgars.
Shout out to the Edgar.
Y'all need It's a lot of people think it's an easy hair. It's not an easy haircut.
Oh, really?
It's not at all. Just because there's less hair getting cut, there's a lot more detail that goes into it. At least if you do it right. Like.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Hey, you ain't slick, bro. You ain't getting past me. I heard that.
So like the Edgar, like their edge up is usually down here. Their real edge up is up here. But they got so much hair that their edge up, you're literally edging up the bangs. So if you don't do it right, them things like you can have it straight and they do like this, blah blah blah, blah, and it's crooked again.
Oh yeah.
So it takes a lot of work to get the Edgar right.
Yeah.
So whenever I see an Edgar, like, especially if it looks good, I'm like, man, whoever did it, like, they go hard. Like, I give them props.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to make it look good. But when you get it right, it's like, okay, they did it right.
Learn something new, because I for sure thought that was... Yeah,
it doesn't... It looks like it would be easy, but I guess it takes a trained eye.
Yeah, no, you gotta do it right for it to look right. Well, at least for me, because I know some, like, one of the things I tell, like, young barbers is, like, you can develop the skill pretty quick. Like you can watch a YouTube video and it'll show you how to get rid of a line. Yeah. But what's gonna take time for you to develop is the vision. Yeah. Like to know what a good haircut's supposed to look like. So you notice like say you started cutting hair right now. Yeah. 2-3 weeks from now, you finally get that line out. And to you, that's faded. Like it looks good. You're gonna post it on Facebook and like, oh man, look at this fade out there. Y'all come hit me up. To me, I'm like, God dang, that thing is choppy. Like it's a bunch of dark spots here and there. Like it's not blended good. Yeah. But you don't have that vision yet. Yeah. Like over time, it's almost like your standards go up to what a fade is supposed to look like. Like, okay, it's supposed to be even, like a smooth gradient all the way across. So that it goes back to the Edgar. Like if you don't have that vision, if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, then it's gonna be hard for you to achieve, the mastery of the elusive Edgar haircut.
So basically, put some respect on the Edgar.
Yeah, I was saying,
yeah, man. Edgar's not
respect
easy.
It. What's one of your longest tenured clients?
Let me see, man.
Besides probably your stepfather, right?
Yeah. Besides him and besides one of my cousins, he was like the very first person I ever cut. Besides my stepdad, obviously. But just like non-family. That's tough, man. Keithan? I've been cutting Keithan for 12 years.
Dang.
Keithan Martinez.
My barber's been cutting.
Shout out Keithan Martinez. He got a leather business.
Yeah, leather business. He does a good job too, man. I got him on Instagram. He does some good work. Yeah. But I think maybe Keithan. I know I've been cutting your hair for a long time.
Yeah, a whole minute.
Did we even mention that?
This
is Jordan's barber.
I wear a lot of hats, but like that's just because I don't feel like dealing with my hair. But yeah, Carlos cuts me up, so we definitely gonna plug you. We're gonna plug you the whole time.
I was asking that because you were talking about you had to have that trained eye after a while. So I was like wondering, is there clients like Jordan that come in and you just know you can, with your eyes closed, you'd be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, there's a couple, but I try not to get complacent either, man. Cause it's like once you stop trying to get better and you start like just being lazy with it, like you'll start to fall off without even noticing. You be like, man, you worried about so much other stuff. You just and next thing you know, you go into bed and they're like, man, did that haircut look right? Like I don't even remember if I.
That keeps you up at night sometimes.
Sometimes, man.
Dang,
like I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes
crazy.
I'm going to sleep and it's just like maybe my wife will call me or somebody will come up and talk to me like right as I'm finishing a haircut and I'm talking to them and blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, they pay me to go. And I'm in bed. I was like, man, I wonder did I get the little hairs behind the ear? Like, I don't even remember if I did that.
Hey, bro, that's a sign you got a good barber. Dog.
I think I asked you before though. I was like, is it kind of a lot of pressure? Because I mean, people trust you. Like I get to the point where I'm like, all right, I know, I know it looks good. I barely have to look at the mirror, but that's almost like a little bit more pressure because it's like. You know,
because honestly, I don't even be looking in the mirror after I'm done with my hair.
Yeah, but that's because you
on the Cash App and I'm out of there.
You've built that up after time, and at a point, like if you mess it up, and they're like, "Dang, I didn't even look at it before I left the chair, and now he done screwed me up." You know,
I don't feel any pressure, man. But I think it's kind of like
no pressure,
no pressure at all. Like literally no pressure. Like, but it goes back to like I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah,
that it's kind of like when. Like I always like watch like football game and these dudes like they go out there and they're not nervous. They're going in like they're going hard because they practice hard. Like they put in the work.
Right.
So they when they go out there, they rely on that work that they put in.
Right.
And then for me, it's like I got like 15 years that I could fall back on. Like there's no pressure. Like I know whatever it is, like I've done it before and I can do it. Like there's been time when I'm like distracted and I'm like, oh. Like something kind of like goes wrong, like I kind of went.
You can fix it because
I don't even panic.
You ran into that plenty of times.
I tell them, I'm like, hey man, I kind of got you a little bit, but hold on, and I just like fix it, and I don't even notice. But it can be dangerous sometimes because like kind of like how Jordan said, like sometimes people put too much trust on you, where you can kind of like all right, he ain't even gonna look.
Yeah,
I'm just whatever. So it's kind of like it goes back to like you can't get complacent because at the end of the day. If Jordan has a messed up haircut, that's not gonna make Jordan look bad. It's gonna make me look bad.
Right.
Because Jordan knows, like, he'll be like, "Damn, who messed you up?" They're not gonna say, "Dang, Jordan, did you mess your hair up?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, nah, who was it? Like, put a name on it.
Exactly.
And then so that's gonna make me look bad. Yep. So like, that's how I look at it. Like a bad haircut makes the barber look bad. It don't make the person look bad. He might look bad for a couple days, but people gonna know automatically like it's not his fault. Somebody did it. Somebody else did it. So
I got that one question. Who cuts your hair?
I don't really. I just started going to a new barber, but only because he works at the shop.
Oh, okay.
And it's my boy Brian. Brian Blends. He's the dude's cold, man. Like he's good. Before him, I let Chino cut my hair a couple times. He's pretty good too. I used to go to Roberto at Off the Top. Locks cut my hair before. Gio's cut my hair before. So I kind of. It's kind of like whoever's next to me. Like when I used to go
proximity.
I used to cut my own hair in barber school. And then Gio would do it. Then I started working at Look at Me Now, and Locke would do it.
Yeah.
Because he was right next to me. So I'm like, all right, just do it. So then next thing you know, Berto started working at Off the Top. And me and Bert, I noticed, my wife, we had another kid. We had another baby. So I didn't want to come home too late. And when Locke would do it, I would stay up to like 12 at night on a Friday to get my hair cut. So I noticed Berto would leave around the same time I left. Like I was trying to leave early. Trying to leave like at 9. And I'm like, oh, Berto leave around the same time. So I started letting him do it. So Berto cut my hair for about 3-4 years. Not about 3 years. And then, so when I started working at Fade Masters, when I opened my shop up, I would still go to Berto at Off the Top. But then some more barbers started working there. So I was like, man, like I don't really have time to drive to another barbershop and then drive back just to get my haircut when it's like a bunch of dudes in here that could do it.
Yeah.
So I let Chino do it for a couple times, and Chino was good. And so he was cutting my hair, and then Brian came, and then Brian, his schedule was just a little more available. Well, it's not that he's not booked. It's just like the time that I had set up, like he actually had, and it just worked out a little better. So Brian's done it like the last 3 times, and I already got like 2 more appointments booked with him.
Yeah.
Like book ahead, man. Like Jordan knows. Like if you want to get the time you want, book ahead.
I can show you on my app right now. I'm booked up until August.
Yeah.
Quit playing with me.
Nah, Jay don't miss appointments.
I don't at all.
Nah.
I was
Fresh
looking
Fade Friday.
Yeah, Fresh Fade Friday. Every Friday. If you follow me
Yeah,
on
you
Twitter,
are
at HeyJ here _ JAY.
It's favorite type of clients, man. People that book. Like I got
heck yeah.
I got a couple people like that. Like I just see all their appointments come in.
Pay before I walk in, everything, just so I can just get
It's
in
done.
get out.
Yeah. Who
Nice.
cuts your hair?
AB, like I said.
AB.
At,
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's
he's
right. You
at,
gave him a shout
look
out
at me
earlier.
now, yeah.
He just started there, right? About a year ago, or
Yeah. He
AB
got
is a
kind of
legend.
misplaced after Snowvid.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Matt told me
Bounce
that.
around a little bit, yeah.
So that's how he started working up there. AB's a legend, bro. Like, props to AB, man. I was dating this girl, and I'm not gonna say her name, but her sister.
Huh?
No.
Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey y'all, I'm April,
Hi, I'm Caroline.
and we have a new podcast for you. What's it called, Caroline?
Bloody Happy Hour.
It's going to be your new favorite guilty pleasure. We're going to talk about some bloody stuff. Serial killers, true crime,
Rape.
rapists. Why not join us? We'll have a good time.
You literally never know. I don't know what I'm going to say. Bloody Happy Hour. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. 911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode, we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista.
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Aha! We said we wouldn't say.
No, but her older sister had a kid, and she would take him to AB, and I was probably about 12 at the time. 13, and I remember I messed my hair up one time. That's when I had started cutting my own hair.
Yeah.
And I remember she was just like, why don't you just go to AB? But I was so prideful. Like, man, I'm not going to no fool named AB, blah, 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 blah. But then she was actually the one, she was like, you just start charging people. And then she was like, AB makes $300 a week. Just like that, bro. In my eyes, like the money sign just lit up, like $300 a week.
Oh, yeah, especially in high school, bro. Like,
Well,
middle school, high school?
This was 2007-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2006, 2007-ish. And she's like, AB make $300 a week. And that's all it took, bro. After that, I was like, man, that was my goal. Like, I want to make $300 a week.
Heck yeah, I got cut at his mom's house, at his house.
On Colonial?
Yeah. Yeah.
That brings up a good question, though. I mean, let's put the people on. How much you make?
It depends, man. Like, what? Like weekly, monthly, yearly?
Let's put it in monthly, yearly. Now the reason I'm doing this, because it's not in good taste to ask people what they make.
No,
of
course.
The people out there that may be looking to maybe become a barber one day, maybe young kid watching, you know, he may be cutting some heads and stuff like that, and maybe juggling with the same thing you were juggling. Do I want to make a career out of this? Do I want to go to college? Do I want to do something different? So, you know, hey, sell it.
I'm glad you asked that, because that was one of the deterring factors for me
Really?
not wanting to be a barber.
Really?
I looked it up. I was like, how much do barbers make? $45,000, $50,000 a year. And I was like, that's good. So you got to be in the game 10 years to make 45, 50.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's good. But computer programmers.
Off the rip, they be making 75.
Yeah. So I'm like, man. But what I wasn't realizing back then is that a lot of barbers, not me, a lot of barbers, they don't claim what they make.
Right.
When they do their taxes, they kind of mess around a little bit.
Of course.
Like, I won't claim. I'm going to have to pay. I'm going to have to pay.
Exactly.
So because of that, you get fake numbers.
Right, exactly.
So if you're a barber and you look it up, I mean, if you want to be a barber, you look it up and it says 50, you don't believe that.
Don't let the numbers deter you.
Don't let it scare you. And
not to mention, you know, you put in that time. You've been doing it for a long time. You've got your clientele built up. You have your own business now. So, like, it's a whole career path that you've built for yourself, really, with being able to make your own schedule even, and, you know, probably being able to be there for your kids. I mean, you've been able to create, like, wealth for yourself, really, in a way, right?
That's the goal, man. And one of the things that, like, I really try to get into on my my YouTube channel, I haven't really got into it in depth so much, but there's a lot of barbers couldn't tell you how much they make. Right. Like, and I know I didn't, like, straight up tell you.
Right.
But I mean, it's
a lot.
It's between $8,000 and $9,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, a lot of barbers couldn't tell you that because they don't track. Right. They don't even know how much they make. It
just goes from one pocket to the next.
Yeah, and I mean, you can ask Jordan. I got a cash register.
Yeah.
Like, I don't keep my money in my pocket. Like, everything gets tracked.
Yeah.
Like, I track everything. I got spreadsheets on my phone. I can tell you how much I made last week, how much I made the week before that, how much of that got taken out and put into the tax account. Like, everything is organized. And I think if you do that right, barbering can be a really good career for anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
But the problem is a lot of people grew up looking at barbering as like a hood profession. And I mean, it can be that if you just like lazy about it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a lot of money coming in. So if you manage it right, like, you could be making more than people with like $100,000 degrees, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
And you have like no debt, no student loan debt, nothing like that, just barber school.
And even what you're doing, like, right now, like, there's still levels, like, there's levels still to be reached. And beyond that, I mean, you know, you could open multiple shops and employ, you know, and rent out multiple chairs, and even more than you do now.
Yeah.
So, you know, those that are thinking about doing it, it's a great profession. You kind of hinted to it already, but this is also something that we could give a shout out to the people that are watching, maybe interested in it. But you put out content for people that are interested in learning more about cutting.
What's the YouTube channel?
Talk about that.
I fade 92.
I fade 92.
I'm already monetized, so if y'all can just go watch videos. Don't even watch them, you just leave them playing. I can get like $2 from that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
born in 92 as well?
Yeah, I was born in 92.
My dog.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 92.
Nah, I'm a 93, but come
93.
on.
He barely missed it. He missed it by
we the 90s.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
90s babies. Let's go.
It still counts, bro. We graduated the same year.
Yeah.
So it's just
what month?
October.
October, very own.
Libra,
Look at that.
very own. Yeah. I Fade 92, the YouTube channel. It started off as like haircut tutorials, and not when I first got on. It's not that there wasn't haircut tutorials, but I was like, man, I could do that.
Kind of like an untapped market.
Yeah, so I was like, I just started putting up haircut tutorials, and you know, a couple videos like kind of blew up, But let me tell y'all, man, right now, you guys, well, I'm sure y'all know this because y'all have a YouTube channel, right, for the podcast. Like, that's a grind, bro.
It is. Yeah.
Like, it's not as easy as people make it seem. Like, hey, just start a YouTube channel, make money. Like, okay, record a video every day. Edit it every day.
Pay for it.
Well, in your case, pay for
Schedule
it.
it.
Schedule it. Upload it.
Edit it. Oh,
yeah.
Like,
if you're gonna do ads or anything, you got to do ads.
Bro,
keywords.
Pain.
All that stuff. Yeah.
And a lot of it, like, it's not really even. It's a lot of tedious work because you got. For me, I like to edit the videos. I like to make them look nice.
Yeah.
Hit the watermark at the right second.
Everything, bro. But for me, it's like I'm so like I got so much going on that like. I'll be like, I'm finna record a video tonight. Like, man, I don't even got a haircut. I ain't gonna do it. Like any little thing, it'd be like, I'll do it next week. Like I got a whole little setup in my house, like similar to this, and it's like, I just get on there like I'm finna record a video, and then I'm like, I start doing something else, and I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. But it's hard, man. It's hard to like actually do it. Yeah. So like I applaud you guys for actually doing it because a lot of people talk about it, and you guys are actually doing it. And I know it's not easy because you got to go out of your way.
Yeah.
Figure out your schedule and come in here and do this.
Yeah.
And
4 people's schedules.
Yeah.
4, exactly. Well, whenever the whole crew's in here. And it's like, that's a grind, bro. So I don't want people to think it's easy. Like
that's why I be rooting on people's downfall. Because it's hard.
Yeah. So you like,
and if you make it,
you're hoping that they like.
No, I just like weed. I like weeding out the imposters, the people that talk about it and don't actually do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a podcast. I want to start a podcast.
Okay, go ahead.
We ain't gonna get into our stuff. But we're 95 episodes deep now.
95
episodes deep. So
96 coming out next week.
Yeah.
And it's the same with cutting hair though. Like when I tell people like if they want to be a barber and they want to like automatically, I'm gonna go sign up for barber school. Like, bro, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't sign up. If you want to be a barber, don't sign up for barber school. Go get you some clippers first.
Yeah.
And go cut some hair. Get stuck on a haircut one time.
Put in those hours.
Get some little cousins, little nieces, little nephews.
Start sweating and start struggling and see if that's what you want. Like if you good, if you like that, if that wasn't a big deal for you, then maybe think about barber school. But go get you some clippers first and cut a little hair first and then see if you like it. Because it sound good.
That's good advice.
And we make it look good. We just all day just talking.
Make it look easy.
Laughing. And I tell you, me and Jordan be chopping it up at the barber shop. And I'm sure other people look at it, man, I could do that.
Yeah.
And it's not as easy. Like, all right, go try it. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, you've probably cut, thousands of heads?
I don't know, bro.
How do you keep that balance, bro, between business, family, and the barber on top of that?
I cut it off, bro. Like, I'm off Sundays and Mondays.
Okay.
And, like, people text me Sunday, hey, can you get me in? I don't reply till Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like when I'm off, bro. Like
do not disturb. You're on
Saturday,
do not disturb mode.
Yeah, like no. Because we talking about something else. Like I don't have it on do not disturb. But if somebody hits me about a haircut,
I'm talking about
reply.
your life. Like you just
yeah.
Oh, excuse me. When it's family time, it's family time.
Man,
it's you time, it's you time.
When I get out of the shop, I don't even want to think about hair, bro.
Yeah.
Like Friday, Saturday, I'm gone. Like I'm gone. I'm finna go do whatever my wife wants to do. We're gonna do Saturday. Whatever she wants to do Sunday or Monday. Like I'm gonna leave that to her. Like that's our time. You know what I mean? For the kids. If she got anything planned, we go out of town, we do this, we do that. That's cool. I just need an hour Monday to go to the gym, and that's it. Other than that, as soon as I get home, we on whatever she want to do. But Tuesday come around, I'm locked in. Like I'm like back in the zone. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think it's important to do that because you can get burned out really quick, really with anything.
Right.
And as far as like business, like that just kind of, how can I say, like after work? Because to me, it's like I'm constantly thinking about it, but I like to make notes of stuff that I need to get done. And then on my day off, if we don't have anything else to do, like I'll take care of the list. But it's a lot of spreadsheets for me, like the business part of it.
Yeah.
Like I just come home, every day and just type in numbers on a spreadsheet. And that takes care of the business side of it. But yeah, I like to I think anything that you do, I think you need your days off, man.
No, absolutely.
That way you can come back in and lock in, or else you're gonna get burned out.
Absolutely. And a barbershop can be a pretty crazy place. What are some of the craziest things you've seen walk through a barbershop, or like situations, or what happens there?
Man, I done seen all kinds. I done seen a dude get a gun pulled on him.
Oh, snap.
At the barbershop. I'm not gonna say what barbershop.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I just worked at 2, so it was one of the 2. But it was
Figure it out.
But I will say this.
50% chance you're right.
Yeah. I will say this though, like that specific situation where a dude got a gun pulled on him had nothing to do with the barbershop.
Right.
Like even though it happened at the barbershop
Outside
in the
events.
parking lot, like the dude that did it wasn't even a regular.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was, and the dude that got the gun pulled on him wasn't even a regular. They just happened to.
Oh, so it wasn't one of the barbers or
No,
anything
no.
like that. Oh,
And
okay.
they didn't even know each other.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it was just some dude was feeling good. Like he wasn't feeling good. He was feeling aggressive.
Yeah, he was
And
feeling
some
himself.
other dude just did something that rubbed him the wrong way. And you know, two guys, like, they're not gonna back down.
No.
One dude just grabbed the gun and put it on him right here. And I remember looking out, it was in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I remember just looking like we had the door propped open. They were like, man, what's going on? They finna fight or what? And then I seen the dude pull the gun and put it right here. I turned around like, oh man, I ain't trying to see I don't want to see that. Luckily, thank God nothing happened.
Yeah.
But that was pretty crazy. And I mean, that's probably the craziest thing I've seen. And
On something more lighthearted, what's the craziest rapper you heard that's been claimed as the best rapper alive in the barbershop?
in the like actual rappers, or
Yeah.
you talking about like local?
No, I'm like,
You
'cause,
probably got local
everyone
rappers coming in there, too.
Everyone has the craziest takes in the barbershop.
Yeah.
People
let me
have
see.
the worst takes alive in the barbershop.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
where you throw your takes out.
Yeah, exactly. That's
that's
where you
where-
get. That's the original podcast studio.
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
barbershop.
That's where you workshop. You
So
got to
what's-
workshop your takes.
What's the craziest take I guess you've heard? Whether it be the
Man.
best team or the best rapper. Or,
Oh, the craziest
Yeah.
take overall or
yeah,
just rapper?
Yeah, craziest take.
Man, I don't know. So many. None of them come to head. None of them come to my mind right now. But
we all know the answer is that the Cowboys going to win next year, and we all,
yeah, I mean that's every
next year's our year.
man. Look, bro.
It's all right. We all Cowboys fans here. We all Cowboys fans.
Let me just put this out there, man, for all the Cowboy haters. Like,
Talk to him.
why would you not want your team to win the Super Bowl?
Hello.
Like, what's so wrong with us wanting the Cowboys to win?
Y'all room for last place?
Like, who doesn't root for their team to win the Super Bowl?
You room for sixth place out here?
Bro, and like me, anybody that knows me, they know that I'm realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what, y'all gonna win the Super Bowl next year? I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, what you? I want us to. Like, let us make it. Like, let us make it to the playoffs first, and let's see how we do. And then I can maybe give you a somewhat educated guess on maybe we can make it or not. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But they expect me to be like, yeah, this is our year because they want to laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And
They
like,
just want to laugh at
bro,
us.
like,
But it's crazy how
They got our name in the mouth. at all
25
times.
years of hope. Like
Yeah.
most teams, you ain't winning next year. At least every year we can say, you know what? I think we might have it.
Every year we're close, man.
We're so close every year.
And there's
I
only
think-
2 teams that have more Super Bowls than us. All 25 years of drought.
And nobody
Yeah.
is caught up.
And
Exactly.
only
Nobody is
only
caught
two
up.
teams
What
can
is
talk
that?
bad about
Pittsburgh and New England?
Pittsburgh and New
Pittsburgh
England.
and
Yeah.
New England.
And all those are Tom Brady's rings now that we see it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But I think the craziest take, it's not even a crazy take, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, there's a rapper out there that people like a lot. And
We're not
When-
going to say his name.
when he plays in the barbershop, I make a face like, there you go.
Can I guess the artist?
It starts with the D.
Oh, dang. I wasn't going to say
And it
that.
ends with the baby. And it's not who you think. It's not who you think. Who do you think? Go ahead and guess.
The new dude.
The baby.
The new
D
dude.
baby. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
D
D
baby.
baby.
The new dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, D baby or the baby?
D baby, the new rapper. out
We
of
got
Houston.
another baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan don't know about D
Yeah.
baby.
I don't know about D-Baby.
No, Jordan got kids.
Yeah, Jordan
You
don't
can't
know
listen
about
to
D-Baby,
the D baby with kids,
Jordan
bro.
don't know
That's
about
it's bad for
D-Baby, man.
bad for the
Oh,
childhood.
dang.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
just-
the young kids or just the old heads listening to
Man,
D
it's
baby?
New one.
It's a
Yeah.
new
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah,
But
he's out
I
of
look,
Houston.
I tell you what though, man. Like honestly,
They
when-
call him the Mexican Kevin Gates.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Word.
do look like Spock. Like, he looked like
Honestly.
Spock. He got the Edgar and he got the pointy ears and his eyes are like this.
When I first saw the video, I was like,
Who he look like?
this, bro?
He look like Spock, bro.
Yeah.
And but look, I will say this though, like I'm gonna give the dude credit because the first time we jammed him in the barbershop, like I try not to pick, like I like to keep it chill at the barbershop,
Yeah.
nothing crazy, keep it low. Like I don't like loud music, loud
Yeah.
cussing, like none of that, bro. Like it's a family, it's a business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the first time they played D Baby, we got a TV that's just for music. Like I got a Spotify premium and everything. They put on D Baby, and they turned it up. I was like, bro, this is hurt. Like I'm going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to find the remote, but I didn't want to be that dude. I didn't want to be
Yeah.
like, oh, look here you go. Like, so, but I will give him credit because I got a new speaker system for the whole shop, where the TV's connected to the speaker system.
Nice.
So it sounds nice.
Surround sound.
Yeah, it's literally surround sound. So when they play them on that speaker system, it jam a little bit. Like, I ain't
sounds
gonna lie,
good.
like it jam a little bit. And maybe it was just the TV speakers didn't sound good. But at the time, I was like, bro, who is this dude? Turn it, man.
Yeah, I give him props though. He's the hottest thing smoking right now. He's got a pre-order album out right now that's charting.
Okay.
The album ain't even out yet. And it's charting. Yeah.
I'll check him out.
His album's charting out for pre-orders. Pretty crazy.
How do you pre-order?
On Apple. On that, I mean, the iTunes store still up.
Yeah, you can still
buy
order.
albums off
Yeah,
there.
you still buy them.
Buy an album.
Support. Love.
I mean, I know it's not free. I know you got to
shout
pay.
out to the love.
I know you got to pay for Spotify and Apple Music,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for a minute I was still buying albums, but
Who's your top 3 artists?
my top 3.
Or you don't want to think that hard. Say 5.
I don't know, man.
You don't want to leave nobody
three's
out.
tough.
I
Three
don't
is
want to leave
tough.
nobody out.
Okay, so 5. You can go 5 if you want to.
Growing up, you guys, I was a Drake fan. I gotta have him in there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like artist.
Best rapper ever.
I like
said it.
Lecrae.
Take
Lecrae
that.
go hard.
Okay.
Like
Lecrae.
Lecrae.
Okay.
I want to say Wayne, just because I can't. You can't. Like you can't.
That's
leave him out.
tough not to leave Wayne out.
You can't leave Wayne out. Oh, Childish Gambino.
Or Wayne.
I'm trying to see. No. I'm adding Childish to it. I'm adding Childish to it. So Childish Gambino. That's 4 right there, right?
Yeah, that's 4.
Childish.
Okay. I'm good with it if it's in your 5, but I thought you were taking Wayne out to put
No.
Childish Gambino in,
Yeah,
'cause
no.
I'm like, I can't rock with that.
I'm at 4 right now. 5 would probably be. I'm not gonna say none of the stereotypical. Oh no, it's Jay-Z. Like I'm be real. I don't jam them like that.
Yeah.
They go hard, but I
Not
don't jam them
anymore.
like that.
I mean, I still.
NBA YoungBoy, bro.
Okay.
NBA
I thought
YoungBoy.
that's who my guess was gonna be when you said they played in the
NBA
barbershop
boy.
and
NBA
don't
YoungBoy.
like it.
No. NBA YoungBoy go hard, bro.
I didn't wanna
Like
know.
I don't I'm gonna put it like I don't listen to him,
Yeah.
but I respect him.
Yeah.
because he goes hard. Like,
He
and
does,
one of the things like
I was listening to
there's
that
a lot of
AI
music-
album the other day.
there's a lot of music that I don't listen to, and a lot of like artists, but I know they're good.
Yeah.
Like they go hard, and YoungBoy's one of those. But
That's a good list. That's a respectful list.
I'll tell you one that I don't really
Diverse for sure.
rock with, and a lot of people do, and it might get me canceled.
Controversial.
Controversial. I don't rock with Kendrick, bro. Like I don't.
Yikes! Y'all might be on the same boat with this.
No.
You might be on the same boat.
Saying that because I don't like Kendrick's
He's
feature.
a
run.
Kendrick hater.
I hate
He's a
Kendrick
Kendrick
features,
hater.
bro.
I don't like his.
Besides
voice.
Goosebumps and the one he did for Nipsey on Victory Lap.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Kendrick Lamar's when I see featuring Kendrick Lamar, skip. Skip.
He don't have a lot, but I could probably think of a good 5, 6 that I could put together.
Yeah, but he's done more than 5 or 6. That's
He's done more than that. You're right.
I think the thing about Kendrick I don't like is I've never heard the dude talk. If he talks like that, If he talks like that,
just
okay,
like
then
that.
I might have to reconsider
He talks just like that.
because like I don't like that, bro. Like I
We
don't
was just
like
talking bad about J. Cole before you walked in.
who
I was.
you were talking about J.
I was
Cole.
talking bad about J. Cole. I said he ain't put out a good album since 2014 and Forest Hills
You
Drive.
might be
Which
right
is
about
lying. It's not true.
that.
Because you
That's the
then
last
you
one that I
conceded.
jammed. That's the last one that I actually like listen songs.
Oh, that's his best album. This is definitely his best album. But
But I'm not a diehard J. Cole fan, so you can
And-
see why I would jam.
the off season was good though.
And one of my favorite projects ever is Friday Night Lights by J. Cole. That's like
It's
one of my
amazing.
top 5
The mixtape.
projects I can listen to from top to bottom.
Yeah. He fell off a little bit with that first album, but Born Center was good, and then 2014
hard,
Forest
though.
Hills Drive was good.
I had to do. Have you heard that song? Oh man, where he's talking about that girl that he got pregnant.
He's talking about the girl he got pregnant with J. Cole?
Yeah, when he's like, I ain't too proud to tell you that I cried something.
Oh, I cried some. Oh no, it's not talking about him. Yeah, that's not talking about him.
The song, it was. Like,
Yeah, it's talking about a dude that gets a girl pregnant and the girl's like going back, and
Bro, I had a dude in the when I
that
was
one makes you cry.
at my house barbershop. When I was at the house, I had a dude in there crying. Like he was
It's-
listening to that song.
He was
just
going.
found
He was
out.
going through it.
Yeah, he had just found out he was having a baby,
Oh
and
dang.
he was like, and I don't know if he was like joking, like people were like, "Dang," like, and he was just like, yeah, bro, like
It is a
think
good
about
song.
it, bro.
I think that's what J. Cole does the best, though. He can really, I don't know if it's tell a story, if the words is what I'm looking for, but he really builds a picture where you can really see what's going on. And I think he does that better than most. So
And then what I was not liking, I was telling Jordan that his feature run has been crazy, but his regular albums have been not as great. So why you going so hard on features but not your own projects?
That's funny, bro. Like I've never had somebody introduce that category to me. Like, how do you feel about his features?
Yeah.
Like, like that's crazy, bro. I never thought
I'm
about
a music
that.
snob, bro.
Don't let Jay go off. We have to cut him off in the actual pod because he would go off. We could go an hour on music alone. That's what he would do.
Yeah, like I never broke it down like that. It was just like, is he good or not?
DJ 88 in the building. Book me for your next party or event if y'all want to turn up.
You got all the good features.
Since we're plugging, Carlos, go ahead and give them your plugs. Everything they can follow you on, what they need to check out.
Everything is iFade92, even Cash App. So
check out the Cash App.
Yeah, everything is iFade92, Venmo, Cash App. I don't want y'all to send me money. But anyways, Instagram and YouTube is iFade92, of course. Facebook is just Carlos Canales, but I don't know why y'all would want to add me on Facebook. Y'all gonna see a bunch of pictures of my kids.
Yeah.
Actually, don't add me on Facebook.
Block them back.
Proud member of the Dad Gang, Hot Dad Club.
Yep.
But that's all I got for you, Carlos. That's all you got, Jay?
I'm pretty sure I have another question.
You got another question? All right. Let's get another question before we wrap up.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Comes in with the logo.
Man, I don't know. I guess I already asked what's the
You asking about a barbershop tape?
Yeah, barbershop debate.
I got one.
I got one.
Shout out to Stoney, man.
I got one.
Let's have a barbershop debate right now.
I got one for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
LeBron just passed Kareem on the all-time scoring list in the NBA.
Get off his crown.
Is LeBron the GOAT?
No. Michael Jordan.
I'm not talking to you.
Jeffrey Jordan.
I'm not talking to you.
I know, but I'm
talking
just
to our
saying
guests.
I'm just saying out loud. I'm the dude in the back sitting in
Does
the
this
chair
make LeBron the GOAT?
that doesn't have an appointment. And he's just arguing.
Does this make LeBron the GOAT? I'm asking Carlos.
Go ahead.
I'm be honest, bro. Like I've always respected LeBron. Like I've always looked at him as I'm not so much into basketball to be like, oh, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But to me, like I didn't grow up watching Jordan. I heard about Jordan. You know what I mean? I grew up watching LeBron. Like LeBron has been dominant every single year. Like there's never been a year, even now at his old age of 40 something, 30 something. He's still like he's like top in the league like every year. Like how is that not considered like the GOAT? Now I will say this, like Kobe, like I might put Kobe on top of him, but it's just like to me like those three are like interchangeable. Like I really can't pick who's the GOAT. Like, and I don't think the scoring title means anything because before that, were you considering
Kareem?
Were you considering him the GOAT? Since he
wasn't a GOAT. He wasn't a GOAT for me in the first place.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think the scoring title kind of.
He's top five, probably. Kareem's probably top five up there.
Yeah.
Jordan is still a GOAT.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
And I'm the biggest LeBron fan. You know I love LeBron, bro. Like LeBron till I die. But I don't think there's anything he can do to really pass Jordan. And I think everything he's been doing has been trying to pass him. I can never put Kobe above Jordan because Kobe was Jordan just a little not as good. So
who else got 2 numbers retired?
He got 8.
You needed to. I mean, you didn't need 2 numbers.
Yep.
That was his choice.
Who else has 2 Hall of Fame careers with 2 different numbers?
Bro, it's the same career.
Man, like with the
I'm not slandering Kobe. I love Kobe, but Kobe was he was just short of Jordan, so you can't put him above that. What, he had 5 rings. Like he didn't make nearly as many all defensive teams. Like he didn't have as many scoring titles or MVPs or Finals MVPs. It's just like
because they want to give it to the white man, Steve Nash.
I mean, that would have put him at 2. Jordan had
calm down, Perkins.
5. Jordan had 4 or 5.
Perkins.
I think Jordan had 4.
I tell you what though, like since he's going with Jordan, like I would agree with you, bro. Like I said, I don't want to pick, but I'm not gonna argue against that.
I can't put him ahead.
See,
I tell you what, like something about like LeBron that he doesn't have that Kobe and Michael did have.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say killer instinct.
No, that's what you were gonna say.
But it's just like that fear, bro. Like I don't think people like. I don't know. Like,
what's fear mean if you keep losing to him?
Because LeBron is friendly, bro. Like he's cordial.
But what does fear mean if you keep losing to the dude? Oh, I'm not scared of him, but I lost.
But it's just like it just put. I don't think LeBron puts fear in these people's hearts, even though he might beat them. They're just like, oh, he's cool.
It means 6 trips to the finals, no game 7s, 6-0. 6 Finals MVPs. That's what it looks like.
Was that because of fear?
That's what it looks like.
Was that because of fear or because he was the best player?
Yes.
That was because he was the best player.
Both of them.
They didn't fear LeBron, but the Pacers couldn't beat him. The Raptors couldn't beat him. Like
the Raptors,
the Celtics couldn't beat him. Like none of the teams in the East could beat him for 12 years. So it didn't matter whether he was feared or not. They couldn't beat him. Yeah. So
I'll tell you what, bro. Like,
that's all I gotta say.
Just seeing videos of Michael Jordan out there just chewing gum, just like shooting around. Like
Mike was scary.
He looks intimidating, bro. And then Kobe, just like Kobe
Black
got
Mamba.
like 2 lazy eyes.
Black
Like he just
Mamba,
like
bro.
he's just not worried at all.
Black Mamba,
like
bro.
that
they were scary, but it's
that
because they
video
were
when
good. They're
that video
skilled.
where they tried to make Kobe flinch and he didn't flinch.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. And I know it wasn't really like that was just a good angle.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a different angle, like Kobe was right here and he was like, it wasn't really all on his face, but still, like, I don't know, bro. That LeBron has never had that, and maybe that might be for a good reason because he's more cordial and he's professional and he's thinking outside of basketball.
Do y'all think we'll ever see another Kobe or Jordan? Because right now there's nobody in the league that strikes that fear, if you want to talk about it like that. There's great players.
John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant, just because he's gonna shoot something else.
He bringing up that's the wrong type of fear.
That's different. There ain't nobody scared of Ja.
Yeah.
But I think we got to get out of here. But Carlos, we appreciate you coming out, man. It's great.
Open invitation.
Good stuff. Open invitation. Come back
for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys bringing me on here and letting me talk and taking the time out of y'all's day to come over here.
Absolutely.
And bring me on just to talk about sports and
life
shop stuff.
Shoot the shit. That's what we do.
At Imperfect Voices Pod on Instagram, at the IV Podcast on Twitter. Episode 96 coming soon. Imperfect Voices Podcast on YouTube. And other than that, yeah, we out, bro. Peace out.
Spin the spotlight. Let's go. All right. That's good, bro.
That's a wrap on another episode of Imperfect Voices Podcast. Tell a friend, like and subscribe to the content. Add us on IG at Imperfect Voices Pod or Twitter, The IV Podcast for more toxic takes. See y'all next time.